What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another baseball video here on the New England Sports Nation YouTube channel here on YouTube. This is episode 21 of the King of the Batting Stances. We just finished up the Kansas City Royals in the AL Central. What was his name? Bobby Witt Jr. Won that one against Salvador Perez. And now we have the Minnesota Twins, and then after this, we're going to have the last team of the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers. And then we're going to do our final five AL Central champions. So let's get a quick review since we're about just over halfway through this division. We're on the fourth team. We're starting the fourth team today. We started out with the the Cleveland Guardians. Josh Bell won that with an 8 out of 10. We did the Chicago White Sox. Andrew Benintendi won that with an 8.5. And then we did the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. had a 9 out of 10, and he won that. And with the same rules, whoever gets the highest rank out of 10 out of the 5 players that move on to the final 5 in the AL Central will get an automatic bite of the championship. That's Bobby Witt Jr. with 9 out of 10. So batting stance from the Twins or the Tigers has to get a 9.5 or a perfect score, a.k.a. a 10, to get that number 1 seed, or else Bobby Witt Jr. will control that, and he will get an automatic bite of the championship and try to verse Brandon Lau in the ALDS in the future of this series. It's a lot, but it's a huge tournament. Yeah, I know if you're new, we have a playlist of it, so go to my playlist, binge watch it, especially when we're done with it, which probably won't be for a while, because we started this in, end of March. It was March 25th or 26th, I think we started this. It's already, I think, May 14th today, so it's been a month and a half, and we're only on episode 21 right now, so it's going to be a lot. But conditions. The wind is blowing in about 5 miles an hour, so it's not too crazy. Temperature's a little bit colder than the last couple of days. It's still pretty warm, though. 62 degrees. The last couple of days, it was in the 70s and 80s. It's going to be around in the mid-60s today. Pretty decent. We're getting into mid-May now, so, we're going to start to finally be consistent on 60, 70, 80-degree weather for these videos, so I'm very excited about that. So I didn't even mention the first play we're doing on the Minnesota Twins. So we have Joey Gallo for this episode, as you can already tell by the title, probably, most likely. And the second one we are going to be having, I was debating between Carlos Correa and Byron Buxton. I'm going to give it to Byron Buxton, but if you want to see a separate video of Carlos Correa's batting stance, that's just like a fun batting stance video, not in the tournament, let me know in the comment section, because I can only pick 2 players. Like some teams, like the Twins, have more than 2 All-Stars or more than 2 great MLB players, and I only have to pick 2. So, if you want to see a batting stance that I didn't use in this whole tournament, definitely leave it in the comment section, and I'll do a separate video for you guys if you would like that. So, sorry for the long intro. Let's get right into this little Joey Gallo stance as I drop the ball. It's kind of like Salvador Perez, but it's a little different with the bat. The feet are the same, but the batting stance, Salvador Perez's stance is like this, but Joey Gallo's stance is more like this. So Salvador Perez last episode was this, and his foot is the same. The feet are the same, but it's more back here. So we'll see how this goes. At the end of the video, we'll rank it out of 10. 1 out of 10. As the call comes, of course, when I do a long intro, the call has to come down the road. Alright, here we go. First one of the video, let's do this. Gone! That's a great start. On to the road. That is a perfect start for the Joey Gallo batting stance. Alright, that's a deep one. Gone! 2 for 2 off the end of the bat, onto the road. Okay, great start. We've never had a 10 out of 10 batting stance yet in this episode. I mean, in this whole series. That's a ground ball. Now, on top of that, I mean, it's really hard to get a 10 out of 10. You have to go, 99% perfect. Obviously, I can't go perfect because I'm not perfect hitting homers every single time. Gone! Over the road! What a start! Yeah, that last one went over the road. Oh my. 3 for 4 in that round. I mean, I'm not counting the home. We're not counting like the 3 for like the final 5 rules, but it hit 2 homers on the road and then 1 over the road in the first round. Wow. So if you heard it bounce, I said it went over the road because it did. But if you heard it bounce, there's a sidewalk before the road. Then it's the road. So here, so it's the sidewalk and then the road, and then there's another sidewalk behind the road, and the ball hit the second sidewalk on the fly. So if you heard it bounce like that, it went over the road, but it hit that sidewalk behind the road. So that counts as being over the road for a home run. Wow. And if you don't hear it bounce, and I say over the road, then it obviously hit the grass on the fly over there. Because it's kind of hard to see from here, but you can see the first sidewalk's there, then the road, and you might be able to see the second sidewalk. You probably can't, but you can definitely see the grass behind the road. So, yeah, that's crazy. Here we go. Enough talking. Second round. That's not gone. Got out ahead of that. Yeah, next up, we're going to be using 2 basketballs and then 2 wiffle balls, just to kind of even it out. Oh, line drive. Wow. That was killed. Oh, another line drive. I almost dropped the bat. See, that's the thing with some of these batting stances. You know, they can get off to a hell of a start, and then they just hit, you know, they don't hit homers. So, interesting. Gone! Onto the road. That was a move. Alright. Here's the deal, guys. We obviously know that the wiffle balls travel further. So instead of using the 2 basketballs, like I said, the 2 basketballs and the 2 wiffle balls, I'm not going to use the basketballs. I'm going to grab 2 more wiffle balls and then hit those, because wiffle balls go a lot harder. There we go. So now we have 4 wiffle balls. Instead of using 2 basketballs and 2 wiffle balls, we're using all 4 wiffle balls, because I just feel like the wiffle balls travel farther, which makes sense. As a mailman comes down the road. And yeah. Let him pass by. Alright, here we go. Wow, line drive. Gone! Got under it, but that's onto the road and out of here. Car coming down the road. Good thing I hit that before that car came down. Oh, that was, wow. I don't know what that was. Okay. Look at me do that. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was a fluke. That was a big time fluke. Oh, wow. That came off the bat so hard. Almost fell, too. Alright, come on, let's hit a homer here. If I homer here, gotta let's got the main ranking New York Rangers. Nope, you don't. Yeah, like I'm saying, like, one round, like the first round, that thing, it was on fire. Like, oh my god, is this gonna be like the best bank chance? And now, I'm getting on top of everything. It's just, I don't know. Interesting. It's very interesting. Because the first one was crazy good. And now we're struggling a little bit. Except for that, way gone! Onto the road! That one hopped over the road. That almost got over the road for the second time today. Wow. Gone! Center field over the boathouse and out of here onto the road. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, that carried. Gone! Wow. 2 hop over the road. That thing was so high too. Ah, I missed that. Dang it.
Nice.
Yeah, watch out. Here we go. No, I missed it again. That's short. Still a really good round though. Let's pick them up. Alright, last round of the video here. Last 4 swings before we make the batting stance.
Mom wants you to come in and sign a card for Grammy.
Okay.
That's why
All right.
I came up.
Oh, what? Someone walking by. Let them walk by. But yeah, like last round, about to happen. It's really good. Hit a lot of home runs. One got over the road, almost 2. Very close. One hop. It was like. It's like really hard to tell on camera, but it was that close. So, you know, let that person walk by. They're currently, if you can see it, they're walking on the second sidewalk, so that's where the ball hit on the fly. That's how it got over the road, so. Here we go, last 4 swings of the video. Let's do this. Make it good, gone! Wow!
Right into the neighbor's driveway.
1 hop over the road.
Oh, that's going under the car.
No, it's not.
Oh.
1 hop over the road, that was far.
Gonna move with the wind though.
Ah, missed it. Alright, we're gonna redo that one. Alright, here we go. Gone! Oh my!
Where's that going?
Wow!
To the neighbors?
Onto the road, not short. Oh, it's so far gone. Last 2 swings here. Oh, so we missed a pitch. Here we go, just hit a home run. Gone!
Dang.
Onto the road.
You're gonna break those things on how much power you have.
There we go, last one. Let's bat flip. Gone! Wow! Off the tree and onto the road. That stance is crazy. So out of 10, I give the Joey Gallo stance a 9.5. Best batting stance we've seen in AO Central. Easy, hands down. The only thing was missing to get a perfect score of 10 is it needed more homers over the road. I only had 1, but there was like 7 that 1 hopped or 2 hopped over the road. That is hard to do. That is what a great batting stance does. The only thing was missing from a perfect score is it needed much more over the road. If a batting stance could get 3 or 4 over the road or more, then that's a perfect score, hands down. But it only had 1, and it had like 5 to 7 1-hops over the road, so it's really good. It takes the number 1 seed, 9.5, so a batting stance has to get a perfect score. Either Byron Buxton next episode or the 2 Detroit Tigers players. We can't use Miguel Cabrera because he retired, so unless you want to see a separate video from that, let me know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in episode 22 where we use Byron Buxton's stance. See you guys then.